Hello, everyone. I finished whatever this is. It's, I guess I'm gonna call it piece. I finished this drawing, which is what I meant to get done today. I thought it would take me closer to an hour, and it definitely did not take an hour. So, we're gonna do a new one. Or I'm probably just gonna sketch. A lot of these drawings I've been getting out of sketchbooks and stuff because I've wanted to color them, but I can't color on paper. So I'm gonna see if I can go find something that isn't from my sketchbook for a second. Did some chicken scratching there, but I don't really have a plan, so I'm just trying to figure out how this should go. Straight on my head. I really wouldn't recommend going into something without an idea at all, but I want to stream a little longer today, and to do that, I need something to draw. I am thinking of streaming something tomorrow as well, get a double whammy or something. Maybe I'll do it on Christmas, but my idea is to get something I draw like every year or something, I don't know, and just kind of have a way to see how much I've improved. Usually when I'm trying to figure out posing, I'll just watch my dog for a little bit. I have a dog. She is a very sweet dog. That was an alarm going off there. She's a little Cocker Spaniel. She's a little bit of a brat every once in a while. But she's also my, model for posing, I guess. Because I usually can't figure it out on my own. I'm gonna put some ears on this bad boy, and then I'm gonna flip the image and see what needs to be fixed. I think that's a little bit big for the snout. I am definitely not a professional artist, but you should be giving advice, but one thing I will say is flipping your image is always good. It doesn't fix every problem, but it usually lets you figure out what's wrong on your own instead of having to go to someone and be like, hey, what the hell is wrong with my piece? And this is why I usually sketch in my sketchbook for a while before doing stuff. Because now I don't even know how... If I have my... idea already. I usually have an idea of how the posing should go. But I do not know how it should be going this time around. I could see if there's something else in my sketchbook I've been meaning to do as well, but I'd rather just kind of freestyle for now. So this is, I think it's a new YouTube update, and I'm surprised it hasn't happened yet, but YouTube will now do the Netflix thing of, are you still there? And I'm finding it super annoying because I'll just want like music in the background while I draw, and I have to keep turning it on. And I think the last time I streamed, actually, it happened, and I wasn't wearing my headphones because I was chatting with someone on the side, and I didn't notice that the music turned off, and suddenly I gotta end the stream and I realized that there was no music for like over an hour of it or something weird. But if YouTube gets rid of that, I will not be sad. I understand why they added it, but I don't like it. Well, let's flip this image around. I've been thinking of doing some gaming and stuff on like this YouTube channel. This is actually an old YouTube channel I've just rebranded to kind of be able to keep. And like I used to do gaming on here, but like I don't know if I want to do it again. I really like gaming. I don't want it to be my entire channel, though. Could be fun, though, if I just want something to do. This is like really depressing music. I don't know why, but it just sounds depressing to me. So, I have not really been watching any shows. I've been working on a story of mine called Two Souls. I am planning to have it premiere on Webtoon by the end of the year at least. But that is where this character comes from. Their name is Umbre, not to go off their legs, but for a reason that is in that will probably be in the comic. I'm pretty excited about this one. I have a whole world figured out, and mostly I'm building the comic because I want to introduce people to that world. So then if I ever want to make another story, I can just use my own world instead of having to steal from someone else's. And I feel like it's pretty open world as well. There's a lot that could happen with it, which is another thing I'm super excited about, because there are a few limitations, but it's really easy to expand those limitations and have it make sense. I'm gonna change how that like goes. But basically, Two Souls, it's my interpretation of how I think werewolves would work if they were a real thing. And I've never liked, and the reason why is I've never liked the way people, like, I've never liked the normal werewolves. They've worked, but I don't like it. It doesn't seem creative to me. And of course, they're fun to play around with still, but they're just people who can usually transform into wolves, or they're cursed or whatever, or they have some wolf-like qualities, like they have a really good sense of smell, and that seems so uncreative to me. It's I really don't like how I don't like that. So it's kind of like when people slap wings on a human and say it's super creative. I don't find it creative. It works for the purpose most of the time that the species needs to do, but it doesn't. I don't like it. So this is my way of getting what I like. I guess I can probably talk about the world a little bit of Two Souls. Basically, werewolves exist. Duh, it's my interpretation on the werewolves. I hope you realize that werewolves exist in this world. And instead of just being a human that can transform into a wolf or have wolf-like qualities, they are a being with two souls, aka the name Two Souls. And one of the souls is a human and the other soul is a wolf. And the effects it has on the body is whatever soul is controlling the body will transform into. So that kind of opens up to there can be partial transformations if you split the body in half, each soul controlling each half, then you'll get really weird amalgamations and stuff. So it kind of leads to a lot of things I want to have being available, but no, I broken leg there. So, and basically, they gotta work together, but no one wants to work together with their soul, their other soul. Especially since if you don't have control over the eyes, you're blind. You can't see anything. If you don't have control over the ears, you are deaf. You can't hear anything. Only the soul that is in control of those things will experience them. So, if you have no control over anything, you're literally in an abyss, in a way. I guess there's this thing I'm calling the soul plane, where the souls are together, where they can kind of fight over the body in a way that I can draw it. But, aside from that, there's nothing. You can't, like, it's not like you can't just go say hi to your friends. You literally can't do anything. You're fully disconnected from the world, and if you can't win control over anything, then you're kind of screwed. You're stuck in alone with your own thoughts, and that's how it's gotta be, apparently. I cannot get this eye right. So, of the main character, who is a werewolf, Umbre is the wolf soul of the werewolf. Also, this isn't like every werewolf has it, but some werewolves will have nicknames for each other, so technically, Umbre isn't the name of the werewolf has a name, but Umbre is the nickname that they've given each other so that they can communicate easier. So, Umbre is here. Her nickname is made for specific reasons. I will not put in here though, because spoilers, I guess. Kinda not really spoilers. It happens in, like, I guess revealed in the pilot, which is what I'm hoping to get out by the end of the year. You know what, I might just leave the eye as it is. So, really not spoilers, but I'd rather not say anything yet. Okay. I'm just gonna clean up my liner a little bit, and then I can get onto coloring. The one thing this comic is pushing me to do is learn how to draw humans, and I still suck at them, which is why I'm procrastinating on actually making the episodes. But, you know, it's just gotta happen eventually. I can't just draw animals all my life. Sadly, I find them a lot easier than humans. Actually, here's an interesting thing. Apparently, I don't know if this is true for everyone, but if you learn how to draw animals, humans are really hard, but if you learn how to draw humans, animals are really hard. The artist way, you never get it easy. And it's probably not true for everyone, but like, it's learning a completely different skill. I can learn how to draw any animal pretty quickly. Pretty much any animal. There's a few I struggle with. But I have a friend who draws humans and finds all humans super easy and can't draw animals. And I'm the exact opposite. I find animals super easy, yet I can't draw humans. Which is really interesting in my eyes. Gonna fix up more bits. Oh god. We're almost at song 30 and YouTube still hasn't gone, hey, you still there? Which is surprising, because it's happened like every 10 songs for me for a while. It won't like let me know aside from just go on silent. Which I guess makes sense, but like I'm a bit salty that one stream was kinda silent. just because I didn't want to have to listen to the same music for an hour. That looks wrong. Okay. Okay, let's flip this again. Just make sure everything's okay still. That pot could be bigger. Ooh, boy. Okay. I'm probably not gonna do a background for this one, but I'll color it. I might as well. You've already seen what umbre looks like, but I'll draw her again. Let's do that, and then we start doing the thing. Here's something I've been struggling with, actually. It is really hard not to draw umbre as a pure white. And there's a few reasons why I don't want to do that, but mainly, if it's pure white, then I can't make it anything whiter. Because even at this, it's really hard to tell, but you can at least tell something. Like, it's a different color. And it's also why I try not to put pure black in any of my character designs. I'll do like black for line art and stuff, but because if I have pure black and I have pure black line art, then I can't really do anything else. Like you can't tell where anything is. I've taken my one thing I can use to tell you, hey, this is where this ends and this starts, and I've thrown it out the window. And I feel the same way with the white. I want umbre to be a white wolf, but if she's too white, then she's not really gonna be usable at points because it's gonna be a struggle. And I don't really want to have to fib things by like changing her colors just for certain scenes or something. So I'm going with no pure white ever. And I mean, it pays off. And here, she's still white, but there's more white behind her. The snow is brighter. I also don't really want her to be like an albino. She's closed. But that's the other one. Umbre's not allowed to be an albino. Why? I have no clue. I just don't think that'd be interesting. Actually, I used to make a bunch of albino characters, and I don't like albino characters anymore. Not specifically because I find them cringe or anything, I was just kind of like, they're supposed to be special. If they're not special, like if they're everywhere, then they're no longer special. Like I've been designing a bunch of hybrids for Wings of Fire, and then I realized, oh wait, if I have too many hybrids, then they're not special. So like I'm limiting myself to 15 or so, I think. I'm allowed to have 15 hybrids specifically for a story I want to make, which is like an AU for Wings of Fire type thing. Never gonna use it for anything, but it's fun to think about. But no albinos, no hybrid whatevers. And I don't know. I like the main characters like to be special in some way, not completely normal to real life, but if they're an ultra rare thing, then it just kind of gets boring to me. If I watch a show, and it's like, if I watch 70 shows, and all the main characters are, like every show, the main character is super special, it gets boring to me, I don't know. So I've banned albinos. If an albino ever shows up in my comic, then I don't know what I was thinking. I don't really. As of now, no albinos. That was a weird rant. All these songs, I'm listening to them and I'm just, I have to listen to them now. They get boring every once in a while, especially if I like using them outside of streaming. Once I get past the first few that I hear all the time, it starts becoming a nostalgia thing because I've heard so many of these before back in the old Minecraft videos. I still watch Minecraft, but like, these are all the songs people would use. And still use, actually, sometimes. Depends on who you watch. It feels like so much nostalgia. Oh god. That part's not supposed to be colored. Ooh, it's almost been... Oh, it's been over an hour. Hey! I always, like, celebrate in my head whenever I stream for more than an hour because it is really hard for me to do that. Streaming for long periods of time is not easy. I admire the people who can do it for like 12 hours at a time. And I don't even talk most of the time. I just keep my mic muted and leave everything be. But nope, some people will be talking the entire time, and I don't know how they do it. Actually, I know why. It's probably I'm super introverted, and doing anything to do with people is tiring for me. So, me just streaming my art at all without talking is like really tiring. But then, actually, a few introverts like stream and they're doing fine. I don't know, maybe it'll just come with time. But if anyone knows some tricks, I'd love to hear them. But I doubt many people would really have tricks for streaming. Also, how do people have so many topics to talk about? I have a hard time just finding one. So I've been having fun, and like for a few days now. And I'm not like super secretive that I have a YouTube account. I stream to people, or like Instagram. But like I don't actively go and tell people about it. I'll say like, oh, I should probably stream today, like on my YouTube. But I don't go like, oh, subscribe to Moonshadow 4444 or whatever. I just kind of mention it's a thing, I guess. And one friend is determined to find it, and it's hilarious, like just torturing him. Because he wants to know what it is. Am I gonna tell him? Maybe, I don't know. If I feel like it. This is a tip for anyone. Torture your friends if they want to know about your YouTube account. Because it's hilarious. Also, like, I'm not really confident enough to like have my friends who know about me comment about anything I do on my YouTube account, so like I'm just kinda letting it be for now. I finally found a simple way to make eyes look okay. And I'm so glad because I draw a nice character, they look so nice, and then I color in their eyes and they look like a serial killer. I'm like, I need to figure out a way to do it. So like I used to do like lots of little dots at some point. Just one big dot at the top or something, and it works. It does the purpose of making them not look like a serial killer. You do not want a character to look like a serial killer. Not even serial killers, to be honest. I had to go check if the music was on because I was like, what the heck is going on? It's so quiet. And yes, it's just a quiet song apparently for a little bit. And then it's gonna get super loud, and then I'm gonna go deaf. I've just realized, I accidentally picked the exact same color as the background. Ah, sweet. That was an accident, but I'll take it. Every once in a while I'm told I'm getting better, like, perspective-wise in my art. And then I look at my art and go, really? And this paw is an example of that. Is my perspective okay? Probably not. I don't know what I'm doing here. And like, I say, oh, pot has to go up. And this one, I, like, did the exact same thing. Like, they're definitely not supposed to be the same. Oh, I need to put a mouth. Challenge time. Put in a mouth. Yeah, that works. Okay. Let's not do... Actually, we can... I just realized we should have stayed on the Christmas music. You're gonna hear a little bit of the song twice. Because, yeah. I don't know what this is gonna do. I'm gonna make my monitor look at colors in a grayscale quickly. Just to see everything's good, yeah. I don't know what that does on stream. I streamed it on Discord and it flickered a lot, apparently. Like, slowly, I think. Should I shade? Oh yeah, this is one nightmare. That's a nightmare. Duplicate that there. Duplicate that. Put it above there. Then you merge with layer below. I'm gonna do basic shading, but no lighting. And that's always nice to find that, like, you didn't actually color properly. I'm not gonna fix it for now because I don't feel like it. Actually, let's change it up a bit. We're gonna make it so the top is getting shadowy stuff, but not the bottom. Right. We're gonna change up where source of light is, basically. This is how I do shading right now. And then I kind of just blend up everything. And it does the job. It's not perfect shading. used to do it where I just kind of did this and it works, but like it doesn't look good. I'm actually gonna bring this shadow down a little bit. I'm gonna put more shadow there. It's like a little darker streak. And the legs down. I'm actually gonna duplicate this. And I'm gonna make lighting apparently because I feel like it needs it because of how I did the shading, changing up where my light source is. So I'm gonna add some lighting, little. One thing I keep forgetting is I'm actually allowed to make my lighting strong because I am actually allowed to do that. This could be more of like a golden color. And then make it lighter. And then we'll just kind of make it I also think this would be better if light up the eyes a little bit. Yeah, I don't know what this is, but it's a thing now. this is gonna be it for the stream today. I might do something more with this later, but I gotta try out new light source things. And I got to work on backgrounds. That's what this is working on. I don't know how to do backgrounds. I worked on like a forest bit of background today, and then I did. I was like, hey, you know what? Snow is cool. I'm gonna see if I can do snow and rock. I don't love the way I did the rock, but you know, it's not the worst it could have been, I guess. But anyways, I will see you all later.